just got a really eerie vibe just picturing somebody hanging right here in front of our face. Like they would probably be hanging like right here, just a dead body.
They call this the dead floor, or the death drop.
That's crazy.
Somebody that's been hanging here in the past. Well, I mean, I feel sorry that you were hanged, or was it hung? Or
Hanged.
hanged.
Jeff, what is that? Wait, Jeff, wait. What's in here?
What?
What the fuck is that noise?
It's coming from downstairs. Sounds like somebody's talking.
What the hell is that? Hell is that? Hell is that?
That was a woman's voice.
Oh man, I have chills.
That was so creepy.
They're here with us right now.
All haunted places have a story to tell. It can be tragic, it can be scary, and it can be very dangerous. This is Colin Browen, and these are the Paranormal Files.
You're good. 3, 2, 1.
My name is Don Van Arnhem. I'm on the board of the Friends of the Llano Red Top Jail, and this is the Llano Red Top Jail that we're going to show you tonight. It was built in 1895, was in use as a jail until 1982. It was actually the 4th jail that was built in Llano. The one prior to it was up on the courthouse and had the jail underneath the ground, and it was a mess, and there was a lawsuit between the city and the county that was settled in appellate court that required them to build a new jail, and that's when they decided to build this jail. The jail in 1895, the complete jail cost $11,500 and was built in about 9 months. The design you can see is a Romanesque design. At that particular time in history, the governments were trying to get control of the anarchy that was going on at that time, and they built large buildings. All the courthouses were built large, and this jail was built the same way, to say that the people who were in power were in charge. I'm going to head upstairs now.
Perfect.
How much light do you see?
I'm going to turn this one on.
Wow.
This particular level was intended so that the jailers would have access to it and could see into all the cells.
That work?
That happens.
Wow.
This is literally a brand new battery.
I was going to say, isn't that the one that you just bought today at the
Battery
store?
Plus today.
This was what we call drop dead floor. This is the gallows. This is the highest point in the jail. The reason the gallows are here is in the late 1800s, the practice was to build a public gallows in the square and have a public hanging. And there were several, I gotta catch my breath. There were several hangings that took place in particularly Georgetown and Waco that drew huge crowds. And the government decided that it was probably not a good idea to have a public spectacle of killing people. So they started putting gallows inside of jails, and that's why this one was here. But this would have been where the prisoner would have been brought. There's a gate down here that would have had a trap door in front of it, and the prisoner would have been put on there, and the noose would have come down from above, and he'd been dropped down to the next floor below where he would be hung. And then the people on that floor, which is known as the drop dead floor, the coroner would pronounce him dead, and then he would be lowered down to the ground. If there were any prisoners there, they would go right past them. The second thing was the guards didn't have to carry the body down to the first floor. You have any questions while we're up here?
No.
Everybody?
Of course, there were 13 loose and the hangman's not.
And 13 steps?
13 steps.
Oh, really? Okay.
13 steps and then 13 loops on the noose. That's where you get the.
Was that intentional?
That's what I've
Wow,
heard.
like an unlucky 13.
Unlucky number 13.
Interesting.
Okay.
Now, one of the things we can show you right here is later in the history of the jail, you know, there was not a need, there was a need to allow prisoners to have more space. And at that time, this panel was added, and that trap door over there was added, so that they could have access to the entire second floor. And this prevented them from getting up here. We did have an instance where some people did get up here and got up to the upper floor and escaped through one of the windows up there by chiseling out some of the granite, because the bars up there weren't as tight as they are down below. They've been replaced since then. And they used bed sheets to get to the ground. The information, we believe, was both of them were captured fairly quickly after they got loose. Can you imagine jail trying to bring a body down this?
Yeah, I was thinking, yeah. Well, I've got two more lights out in the car. I can't believe what that thing is.
We'll show you what incarceration was like in 1895. Prior to this time, originally jail cells were built on wagons and moved around, and then they were made more permanent. They were outside jails, and these are what are known as calabooses. And what this is basically a version of a calaboose which was set up inside of the jail cell. So it's pretty well designed to keep the prisoners in and keep their buddies out as well. Now you know why they call it a slammer.
Right.
There are two cells in this system. Each one of them, if you come in here, is designed to hold 4 prisoners. They slept in these hammocks. They'd stretch the hammocks across to it above and below. The only heat in this building in the wintertime is from the fireplaces down below on the first floor. Right here was designed to bring coals from the fireplace down below and put in there to keep the prisoners warm. And it's ducted out to the outside with other ducting. Once you're closed in here, all the
Oh, yeah.
Maybe you can do that again, once you're closed in here.
now once you're closed in here and you're locked in here, all your food comes in through this small opening down here. And somebody would have to bring it up from down below. Of course, your waste goes out the same way. There was no plumbing and no electricity in those days. So it all had to be hand carried. Later, they would give prisoners more room. And at the end of the iron ore boom that occurred in the 1890s here in Llano, the population dropped from thousands down to relatively few. And everybody knew each other, so you wouldn't want your son or your brother-in-law in this. So they started giving them access to this area out here. And later they actually put in some plumbing. And what's interesting about not this particular one, but all the other ones, you have to turn the water on in the sink to flush the toilet. Those are the higher security cells. Over here we have what are known as the drunk tanks, which are a little bit more hospitable. These would have each one held 2 people with the hammocks. Upgraded later on, they were able to use cots. Here you can see where you have to have the water on in the sink to flush the toilet. There are some spots around here where you can see. One of the other things we have is a lot of graffiti, and we also have some handiwork. The door here, has been worked on by a prisoner trying to do something with it.
Oh, jeez.
This jail cell is very similar, but it was purchased at a different time, so it has a whole different operating mechanism than the one over there. It has a similar box on the outside, but you notice the big bar that was on that door over there is not there. There are 2 handles here rather than 1, so the handle over there opens and closes or locks the doors inside. We're going to have to go back over there and you're going to have to get a picture of that. Yeah. But here, these are clamshells that close over it. There's a mechanism up there that's pretty well frozen up. But when you close the door, this then comes over it from out there and there's no locks on the inside. Here's a cot in here that shows you one of the upgrades they got from the hammocks.
Oh, lavish.
Yeah. Okay. Now, if you want to go in and stand on that wall, the first lock they put on would be placed here. Then they'd come out here and close it. And that would close doors so that even if they could pick the lock, they couldn't get in. Then there's a lock out here that goes on here.
That's thorough.
Yeah, I mean,
Right here, where my finger is.
Oh my.
And then you close this door. Push that in, lock there, lock here, close that, lock that.
So, how many people died here?
We have no idea because the records were all burned in the courthouse, unfortunately. And again, jailers didn't keep their predecessors' records, so.
Go for it.
Hi, my name's Kim Webb, and I'm a volunteer here at the Llano Red Top Jail, affiliated with the Friends of the Llano Red Top Jail. I want to first of all welcome you to the Red Top Jail. Thank you for your interest in the building. This is the booking room. You came through that front door right there. This is how every person coming into the Red Top Jail would have entered here. They would have come in through that door here. The jailer would have sat at this desk, wrote up all of the records that he was charged with. They would have probably gotten their fingerprints taken and their photo taken, and then taken upstairs to the jail cells. There's a big metal door here. At one time there was another metal door over here, so that the family of the jailers couldn't see the prisoners, or the prisoners couldn't see the family. The first floor is made for the jailer's family to live here. Someone actually lived here. We can go into this first room. This is a very small room, but one of the things that they did with these rooms, they would use them as bedrooms or an office. Whoever the jailer was, if he had family, they would, the kids would live here. Again, this would have been used as a bedroom. This is another room that was in the jail, and you can see, well, you can't see right now, but in the daytime you can see that there's no bars on the window, so no prisoners were ever down here.
Okay, so I know this audio sounds kind of bad, but I've been trying for the last 30 to 40 minutes just to get my microphone into my computer while editing this episode to work. For some reason, it will not even recognize the microphone on my computer, so I cannot record how I usually do my narration. So I'm just speaking into my phone, and I'm gonna audio edit this afterwards. But basically, the microphone in the episode, we didn't notice that it had died, but after my camera light died earlier during the interviews, the microphone on the camera that we have, the shotgun mic, also died, so we didn't manage to capture the audio from Kim's interview. But what she was saying here was that one time while she was in the jail running a tour, she actually heard the sounds of two little girls running up and down the hallways playing. And in addition, one time she came to check on the jail late at night, she noticed that the lights were on in the building. Then when she came inside to turn them off, she was all alone, she noticed that the lights were off. And when she left the building again, she saw the lights were back on, and she decided to leave because she was a little freaked out. There were also different people on tours that she had taken throughout the building who had experienced some weird anxiety while about to enter the upstairs of the building, and they actually declined to even go upstairs. She said that this had happened multiple times. So apparently there was some sort of negative energy in the upstairs of the building that she didn't have an explanation for. People just felt this. So I'm sorry that we missed the audio on that, but if you listen to the actual recording, I'll play you a little snippet now.
I could hear two little girls running down the hallway, which I thought was really cool.
Yeah, you can tell that you don't want to sit there and listen to it. This is just the watered down version of the interview.
Go.
Yeah, you guys.
Sorry.
Sadly, we didn't just lose one interview due to this microphone dying. We also lost an interview with Matt Hilton, who is the president of the Friends of the Llano Red Top County Jail Association, the people who let us into the building that take care of the Red Top Jail. And even though his interview was short, it was actually very interesting. He told us the story of a group of construction workers who were inside the building, and the manager of the site left the site, and when he returned, all of the people that were working for him were sitting outside of the jail with their tools outside, packed up, ready to leave. He asked the workers what they were doing and why they weren't inside working and doing their jobs. And these workers apparently told him that there was somebody inside the building with them. They had seen them and heard them. They didn't know who they were. They couldn't track them down, but they had been kind of taunting them throughout their entire time working in the jail. And they had refused to go back into the building until the manager was there. And they did a sweep of the whole place. Nobody was in there. There's only one entrance and one exit of the jail. So he counted this as a very, very strange experience because he was managing the project and the restoration, and he heard this story firsthand from these workers. So once again, sorry about this audio. Here's a clip of what it sounds like.
Done, and they said, go back in there. There's somebody in there. We're not going back in until you go in with.
Now you can understand my frustration here in losing these interviews. But yeah, interesting stories, spooky stuff, and let's get into the investigation. We're shooting B-roll right now, and Jeff just, what'd you find out?
Well, you know, again, they had just told me that there had been a suicide here, and they don't talk about it a lot, but she believes it was a jailer downstairs, and that's really it. So I just found that out.
Interesting that you have a gallows that you investigate, and then a hanging suicide downstairs.
That was a gun.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
It wasn't a hanging, it was he shot himself.
Brutal.
It's even crazier.
But I think we should put a REM pod down there.
And a static camera?
Yeah.
Sure.
And then what else would I put with it? Maybe the motion ball again?
Sure. Just do that, and then we can start filming. I'm just gonna keep getting some of these shots.
Okay.
Doesn't it look creepy with the red?
Yeah, it does, but guys, really be careful on these steps.
Yeah, those are steep as
Oh.
That's crazy that it was a jailer that shot himself.
I know.
Creepy. Why do you choose to do it here too?
Yeah. You want to be trapped in jail forever? That's where you...
Yeah, I definitely would not want to die in this place.
But I mean, I guess if you think about it, if this is your home, where else are you gonna do it if you live here?
Yeah, I guess.
Like they did.
Just not my preference, I guess.
What's your feel right now?
It's really creepy. I don't like how,
Yeah, you've never been in here. You weren't here for the interviews.
this is my first experience. I don't like how there's always something behind you. Like, there's never just, like, walls. It's just, like, you always have your back to a cell.
Yeah, it's kind of interesting like that in here.
And it's, like, goes deep where you can't see. And, like,
Pitch black.
yeah. Like, you can just tell there's stuff back there, but you can't really see. And it's creepy to me.
Yeah.
This is definitely the spookiest vibe I've ever gotten on any investigation I've gone on with you, for sure.
Shit.
Yeah. Well, I haven't gone on many. Alright, this is a spooky one.
So just to demonstrate to people online kind of what Courtney is talking about, typically if you were to investigate like a jail, kind of like what we've seen in the other jails, like even Palestine, everywhere like that, typically you'll have a cell and then a wall or, you know, a solid thing that is separating these cells. But here in this jail specifically, let's say I'm looking over here at this cell block. Right behind me you can see completely pitch black, open door to another cell block. Let's say I want to move over here, look at the cell block across. Now I'm in the doorway of this cell block. And when you think about violent inmates, people that were in here for assault, I got a weird chill on my back. Murder, sexual assault, anything that really could have landed you in jail. A lot of times people would reach from inside of the cells, try to grab jailers and other inmates and guards as they walk by. So if you had your back, you were typically a target. If you had your back to the cells.
Yeah.
So.
This is like the only wall in this whole place. This and that one over there. You can't really see it, but.
Oh shit, let's finish getting this creepy B-roll and start filming, because I'm getting the vibe too.
Okay.
There was. This is where people went out. This gate.
Oh yeah.
And this is the hole. They would step off it. It's not like they pulled anything. It's just the
they
gate.
would just step off? I didn't catch that.
Just step off. There's where the hell the rope went from.
Is that what it was? 'Cause I was trying to figure out.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it is.
So then they would just step off from right here and be
Yeah,
hanging
this is
down
the
from
gate
there.
to go out. Now, did they have? I'm not really sure if they had a trap door. If you ask, we'll have to ask them.
thought he said
They had a hole.
I guess not.
They just called it a hole.
Yeah, I
this
guess
is the
that's
hole.
it.
You open this and you walk up, and then it's just like, I don't know if they push you. I'm sure you're bound.
I'm sure they have to push you. I don't
Just
think
push
I
you
would
over.
step off willingly.
Isn't it there's something in biology where you can't like drown yourself? Or I mean I guess
Yeah,
you could,
'cause
people
you'll
do it hang
stand off.
themselves.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we don't want to drop stuff over the bed.
Did it zoom?
Remember to watch.
Hey everybody, Colin here. Tonight we are here in Llano, Texas at the historic Red Top Jail. Now, you've probably heard in those interviews that we just played you that this was the county jail. It's been decommissioned for a while. It's sat abandoned. Lots of stories of paranormal activity in here. Construction workers who quit the job because of things that were happening here. We recently learned of a suicide that took place on the first floor where the jailers and their families would have lived. But right now we are standing in the very top of the jail, and this is where the gallows were. Courtney, if you want to show up there, that's the actual apparatus from which the noose and the rope hung from. And people would, like Jeff, you were saying, this is we didn't really get to show this earlier. This is the gate.
It's chain.
Yeah, you'd open that thing up and then step off and you would be hanged right here. Because of a courthouse fire and all the records being lost a number of years ago from the county, they don't know who was hung. They don't know who was hung here. They don't know who was hung here. They don't know how many people died in this building. There's just no records. So hopefully tonight we might be able to get some answers as to who is still in the building. But definitely a bit eerie in here tonight. For our final episode in the jail series, we've got both of the guests who have been on. I don't even know if Jeff's a guest really. He's just.
No, he's part of it.
He's just.
This place is the creepiest place I've been so far.
This is actually much better than I thought it was going to be, actually.
Really?
Oh, yeah. When I first came, Colin
Mhm.
talked about like I didn't feel a whole lot, and downstairs setting up, I already felt something, and the pod's going off, and you're here now.
Yeah.
You're feeling something.
I'm feeling some dark stuff.
But this is the top floor,
Mm-hmm.
like Colin said, where the hangings took place, and this is, they call it the hole. It's not a trapdoor, it's just a hole. So
Yeah.
they'd stand here bound, and I guess, they hang from the side.
Mm-hmm.
They put the rope on the side, and then boom. And then I guess they hang, and as they drop by the other prisoners. So the other prisoners will view them
No
being hung.
way.
That's pretty brutal,
Yeah, it is,
honestly.
yeah.
What they
And
call
then-
this, the dead floor, or the remember the death drop or something?
Yeah, I think that sounds right. But then the officers or the warden, whatever they were called.
Coroners.
Yeah, they wouldn't have to do much work because they could just take them right
Yeah,
off the floor
right
here.
there.
They'd be right above this floor. So they'd land right there in front of the cells that the other prisoners would see.
And take them off the rope.
Yeah.
I was telling Colin how creepy it would be to make the walk up here, up the stairs, like knowing
Yeah.
you're about to be hanged.
Like Deathman.
Yeah, literally.
Literally,
That's
'cause
spooky.
This is creepy right here.
And you want to explain the 13, Jeff?
Yeah, so there's actually starting down there where they come out of this or the holding cell. There's 13 steps up to here. And then on the rope itself, there's 13 wraps.
So a lot of 13s.
Yeah, just unlucky 13.
And I got a 13 right here.
We're ready.
Maybe. I'm ready.
As always, guys, be sure if you support the show and you like the work that we're doing here, please drop us a like on the video, a comment. Let me know your thoughts on this investigation and this brutal history. Maybe suggest somewhere you want to see us go. And in addition, this is my full-time job. A lot of the money that comes in from the channel, most of it gets put back into investigations, even just rental fees, travel fees, hotels. So if you want to see us go to bigger, better locations, please consider becoming a patron. We're putting exclusive videos, content, behind the scenes stuff on there almost daily, sending stuff out to people. Courtney and I just took Polaroids that we send out to people and I sign them. And yeah, at the end of the day, if you guys like what we do here, just show some love, spread the word of the the spooky, whatever you call that, the spooky work that we do.
And if I could just say, can I say
Yeah.
one thing for me? So for me, just so everybody knows, I don't make any money off this show whatsoever. I actually support Colin with trips like this. I help him with equipment, help him fulfill his dreams, but I don't make any money on this. I actually am paying to come on these, but it's worth every penny, being able to spend time with Colin and out with Courtney tonight. So just so you know, if you're giving to Patreon, donating, it's not coming to me. So it's really to support Colin and his channel.
Okay, we're gonna start investigating now. Here we go. Turn these lights off. There we go. We're gonna turn this light off too. Go full infrared. Okay, all right.
I myself think like it'd be nice to set the REM pod right at the steps here of where they would walk off.
Sure.
Is that okay?
Yeah. Here, I'll turn the light off so we'll see.
What? It's dead.
What do you mean?
Hold on, maybe.
Oh,
thank
thank
God.
God.
Let's get this out of the way.
Okay, here we go. To anybody who's here in the Red Top Jail in Llano, Texas, my name's Colin. I'm here with my dad, Jeff, my girlfriend, my sweet Courtney, and we are just going to start this off by asking if any of you are here in the building tonight. We would love for you to come out and speak with us. You can knock on things, talk, use your voice. We've got tools that will help you talk to us if you come up here. But we're currently standing in the gallows area. So if you were hanged here and this is where you died, especially please come out and talk to us tonight. And to everybody who's in the jail, we're gonna be working our way down. So at any point you can follow us down, and we're gonna end on the first floor where we know that one of you ended your own life.
So, is anybody in here, would you touch this light, make it go off for us, do something, make a noise at least?
I feel like a very deep, I feel something here down.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Supply months. So we're gonna try it anyway and see if we get responses.
You want a month's supply of what? Is that what you stole?
2 months.
2 months supply.
Weird.
Interesting.
2 months supply of what?
What was that?
That sounded like a metal grate.
Yeah.
Didn't it?
What was that?
That sounded like.
What was that?
That sounded like.
Are you down there?
Can you come up and make this REM pod, this red light? Can you fiddle with that, and make it go off?
I like the word fit.
Did I hear a little snicker somewhere?
I saw you smiling in the camera, and I was
I
like, he's gonna say
knew
something.
when I said it.
It's got
It's
fiddle
like
with
one of
this?
the ATVs. That guy said they have a fiddling contest.
Oh, really? In Llano?
Yes.
Okay, anyways.
Okay, maybe I should say that over again.
It's kind of eerie. What I was thinking about is, let's say a bunch of stuff starts happening. We're like trapped in this room. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, let's say there's a bunch of stuff happening below us. We can't go anywhere because there's no exit other than down.
I feel really, like, even just standing next to this hole,
Yeah.
I feel really weird
It's like
energy.
very,
I feel like I'm
stressful.
getting, like, pulled this way almost.
You know, I feel like actually kind of almost dizzy.
I was about to say,
Yes,
I'm dizzy too. I'm
same.
Just
just
like
like,
disoriented. Maybe it's these windows or something too.
I literally feel like a pull coming from the hole, like
Mhm.
Have you ever,
standing
you
right
know, it
here.
used to scare me about heights, you know, which I'm still afraid of heights. I always feel like I'm just gonna jump over,
Yeah.
right? Just
Uh-huh.
like lose my mind and just jump.
Right?
And I'm like 100 floors up in the Sears Tower or something. I'm just gonna do it. That's what scares me. Like I'm just an impulse. I'm gonna jump over here.
Yeah, I feel really weird, and you're
Still
just
haven't
standing
had
right there.
anything.
2 months.
2 months supply.
Maybe somebody stole a 2-month supply of
So,
something
or
up here.
can you tell us what you mean by 2 months supply? Make another noise.
How's that noise?
Yeah, what?
Kind of a weird feeling up here, but it really is.
I
I
know.
don't know if it's because we're such a small space, but I definitely feel it.
My head really hurts.
What if, like, the energy's, like, down there since that's where their bodies were hanging?
Yeah,
You
true.
know?
Yeah, true.
Like, they just hopped off right here.
That's true.
I really feel like there are energies in here, but they're just like standing down there staring
Yeah.
at us like, come talk to us.
Yeah.
Like really creepy, you know?
I agree.
Almost like they're silent, these like
Okay.
shadows that are just silently staring at us from down there.
Do you guys want us to come downstairs? Beware.
Hard to look at this. And captain can be like a police captain?
Yeah, for sure. Like the captain,
Yeah, like the
beware.
captain.
Yeah, like
For sure.
Like kill the captain.
That-
Or like a threat.
That's scary.
So maybe the captain is here. Like they were saying out there, we were talking about prisoners being spirits.
Mm-hmm.
But like they said, there were families that lived here. The actual police lived here.
Mm-hmm.
And actually, the police department was in here as well.
Yeah, you're right, it was.
So.
Yeah, like the captain of, is that a thing? Like a captain of the police
Yeah.
department?
Oh
Police
yeah,
captain.
for sure. Mm-hmm.
Creepy.
Like chief?
Yeah.
And then beware.
That's so creepy.
It's really eerie that we said, do you want us to come down? It said beware. Maybe they're warning us about the captain, you know?
Ooh.
Like that's the evil spirit. Should we be afraid of the captain?
I heard that's my voice. Okay.
Should we be aware of the captain? Are you guys down there?
Yeah.
Sounds like footsteps or something.
Definitely a weird feeling. How's your set?
What's crazy too is up here, it's like lit because of these windows, so you can see, but then down there it's literally just pitch black.
So
I'm kind of afraid to go down there, honestly.
Same.
I think though it's probably good to go down. I think,
Yeah.
like Courtney was saying, maybe that is a
Yeah.
cue for us to come down and beware of the captain. I got the keys here.
I'm gonna turn this blue light on while you do the SLS.
Well, it's come on.
Actually, I'm gonna go red. I keep hearing like stuff kind of like.
Same. Look how creepy it looks. Like,
I know.
just like through there.
Are you down there? It's gonna be eerie to go down there.
I know.
How is this possible? I have the other one in the car.
Can you explain what's happening? Because this is really weird. Wasn't this on outside too?
It's a brand new, again, here's the battery, this is brand new, this is all fully charged, and this lasts for hours. This is a brand new tablet that was just charged.
Let me show
mean-
you. Look, you can show. There's the battery. You can see
Yeah.
that the battery is fully charged.
Yeah.
Which there would be no point in fully charging a battery and not charging the tablet. You know, weird. Maybe it just doesn't want to see, or doesn't want you to see.
Well, I think I'm gonna go get another
Yeah, do it. We'll just ask some questions.
bag.
That's so weird.
I can't believe that.
Hey, well, you're gonna go down and get the other
Are you gonna
SLS.
stay up here?
Yeah.
There's no way in hell I would go down there by myself. Not a chance. I get really weird vibes from this place.
I want Courtney to ask a few questions because I feel like oftentimes back in the day, jails were populated by a lot of men. And if a cute young woman were to reach out to them, I feel like you could possibly provoke a response.
Okay.
I'll let Jeff walk down there. Whoa. Oh my god, we hear the sound of like and he tumbles down all the stairs.
If there's anyone here with us, we want to talk to you. And did it hurt when you were hanged? What were you thinking right before you stepped off this ledge? I heard that before you die, you run through your whole life and think about everything that you've gone through and everything that.
Was that you?
No, that wasn't me. And everything that. I thought that was Jeff, but Jeff's outside right now. Did you hear that? Step. Oh my god. Colin and I were just filming and it literally says step.
Okay.
That's creepy.
So when Jeff left for a second, Courtney and I just stopped filming because we were just talking, and literally you were holding this right over here.
Standing right next to the
right
thing.
here, and it came up saying step, which is what naturally somebody would have done right here to their death.
That made my heart beat really fast. That's so scary.
Is this where you took your final step? Can you walk up here? I thought I just heard someone say no. Did you hear that? Very, very chills all of a sudden.
This place freaks me out. Don't leave me.
You down here? Jeff? That wasn't him, it wasn't him.
No, and that was like coming from right down there. Jeez, I'm so freaked out. I feel like it was telling us to step. That's what I got. That was the vibe that I got.
Look how far away you guys, he was really down there. That noise was not him. This is like a mile after that too. Did you hear a big bang?
Jeez, slow down.
Jeff, the ovulus said step.
Said what?
Step.
Like step off the ledge.
Oh, Steph.
Yeah, it was the only thing it said, and then we heard a really loud bang, and I thought I heard someone say no. Yeah, it's got creepy
This is a
in here.
long
It really is.
pass.
Dude, maybe it was watching Jeff
It
step.
says step further.
Really?
Oh wait.
Thurifer?
Young. It's talking about us.